again, just coming down the floor. Hickley outside. Oh, that's a super pass. When you turn your head and you lose sight of the basketball, that will happen to you. Davo Hickley went to the backside. No one saw him at all. Penetration, wide open. A foul for the three. Well, after the game in Hobart, this crowd are going to believe, but when they give up the open three in transition, that's not really the answer. Taylor Britt moves it on. Quick release on the ball reversal. And both teams coming out hot. King strokes it from the wing. And Australia turn it over. Well, we've already got the same type of game we had on game day one. 11 lead changes on game day one, already had 2. Foul line jump shot is way short. Mess cleared up by Hickley. I think he stepped out of bounds. Yep. Sporting the goggles today. Davo Hickley, there you go. Just gets his heel on the baseline. Well, it's a game of inches, right? Delaney looks inside. Betzel can't handle the pass. Yanni Betzel. Super cut. They sort of missed the timing on it. He was open and then defense recovered, broke it up. So no damage done with the Hickley turnover. Comes off the sideline pick and roll. It looks to hit the second side. New Zealand extend the defense. Have not got into any position here so far, Australia, on this set. Hickley spins and goes out of bounds. That's back-to-back turnovers for Davo Hickley. He had 6 turnovers game day one, but obviously made 2 huge threes. The last one in particular really did pretty much get Australia over the line. Australia up the floor. It's great to see Taylor Britt out there after leaving the game early. Short to the inside on the roll. We got a foul. And the All Blacks, being the aggressor, going straight to the gut of this Australian defense.
Shooting foul on 5. At the line, team Yanni Witzel.
Witzel on the free throw line. 70%. 70% free throw shooter. He's possibly a little disappointed with his output on game day one. 16 minutes of playing time for his 7 points. Shot 33% though from the floor, which is below his normal level, but gives New Zealand the 3-point advantage. 6:44 in 1 to go. Turn down the second side, in the lane for 2 is no good. Kay's after it, doesn't get it to drop. New Zealand in transition. Oh, on the baseline throwdown. King with the 2. 5-point lead for the Tall Blacks. Timeout, Australia. And that is how to start at home. That's how to get the momentum and the crowd on your side. Super start for New Zealand. Australia take the timeout. And King just took it and flushed it.
Everyone's strong, we get into it, keep driving over. let's go back to 2 right now. Let's sweep the 2-man, looking for our 4-man. All right, bang, and you're just coming down the floor and we're playing. All right, looking for that quick 5-man right now. All right, get that pitch ahead. We just haven't played fast enough right now with the ball movement. Keep that thing moving. All right, out of the punch and play. Here we go.
So a quick 5 points. Only had 2 on game day 1, but wasn't really an issue for New Zealand because the bench really picked up the slack on game day 1. Turnover straight out the timeout, exactly what you need if you're New Zealand, keeping this momentum going. Britt in the half court. Well, they look to hit the second side. Australia do what Australia do, get in the passing lane, 2-on-1 break. Nice feed, nice share, nice 2. And Kay gets an easy 2 coming at the timeout. The foul is no good with the 3. King saves it, throws it inside. Great catch, Wetzel, inside out. Open 3 is good. Hard work always gets rewarded. That foul gets the 3. And New Zealand look like they're rocking right now. 15-9. Crowd on their feet, loving it. Pinder on the inside, looks to go to the middle. Almost turns it over, lines it up, puts it on the floor. Mid-range 2 is good. And Keanu Pinder, who had a super impact, even though limited minutes because of foul trouble, was massive in the 4th quarter in terms of his ring protection and rebounding. Raffo, short little roll. Wetzel can't get the little runner. Yeah, with nowhere to go. Pinder feeling it. Knocks down the 3. Back-to-back hoops for Keanu Pinder. Pinder just stroked it. Britt turns it over. And on the back of the timeout, Australia have the opportunity to have another lead change and take the lead. Pepper in the game. Found on the kick, attacks the space. Little runner is no good, gets his own rebound for 2. Elijah Pepper straight off the bench, straight in the stat sheet, and Australia respond to the superstar. That's what puts it on the floor, gets into the lane, goes with that little runner, and again comes up short. That time Delaney, though. New Zealand recovers. Delaney, feet set for 3. Got a whistle on the play. Tyrrell Harrison in the game as well for New Zealand. Well, 4 of these, this New Zealand roster, when they play for the Breakers in the Australian League. We're used to this court. It's where the Breakers play when they're in Wellington. Davidson drops it inside. Tyrrell Harrison goes to work. Second move, takes the tough jumper, doesn't get it to drop. That's defense. That's a super defensive job by Bannon. Right, moves it on, Bannon. Now will face it, puts it on the floor, gets to the foul line and kicks. The ball movement is super by Australia. Yeah, for 3 is good. That's how to move the basketball in the half court. Explored it, looked at their options. 10-0 run for Australia. Make that a chance to make it 12 or 13-0. New Zealand still sit on the timeout. Well, they forced a turnover on the first possession after that timeout, but since then, the Boomers have just taken just complete control as Alexander Dukas checks in. Jalen Galloway sits down. Both teams again will go to their benches early. Air gets to the lane. Off the glass, doesn't get the two to go. Whistle on the play. That's activity on the glass. Ben Air has really brought some tempo since he's joined the action. Gets to the far side of the ring. Really will be disappointed he didn't make the two, but Josh Bannon's activity on the offensive glass, exceptional. The three is no good for Pepper. In the lane, Cameron's checked in. Great second step. They're going to count the two. Menenga. Oh, the Australian pressure, which didn't really cause too much pressure for New Zealand on game day one, already generated 6 turnovers. I don't think the clock started. I think that was the only call, unless there was an off-the-ball foul call. There is an off-the-ball foul call. And as you saw, top of the picture, Flynn Cameron picks up the personal. He'll sit. Picks up his second foul. That's in less than 2 minutes of play, and that really doesn't help Coach Flavel's rotation. Pepper moves it on. White. Nowhere to go. And New Zealand generate the turnover themselves. Great to see Taylor Britt out there. As I say, that left the game with that injury on game day one. And how important was his absence down the end of the game. Tight game, experience, could have been a crucial factor. Now he penetrates, gets to the foul line. Nowhere to go, looks to pass. New Zealand moved the basketball. Davison in the lane, nowhere to go, needs a pass. 5 on the possession. Menenga's going to have to go up. Just about gets it away. Scrapes, or didn't scrape the front of the ring. Australia, like a lot of just quality teams, gets deep in the shot clock, turn up that defense, switch everything, and then just attack the ball, and they did it so well on that occasion. Last 2 minutes of the first quarter. Hickley moves it in to the half court. Pinder. Wow, what a first quarter Pinder's had. Super move. 7 personal for Pinder. In fact, make that 9 personal for Pinder. Way off work. Davidson's after it, doesn't get it, but will foul. Well, you know what you're going to get with Carlin Davison. one of the 6 tall blacks that played in the Asia Cup, where they finished 4th. Australia beat the pressure through the air. Glover. Pinder is off for the 3. Manages to miss a shot in this first quarter. New Zealand on the break. Davison far side of the ring, little hang time, and Pinder again just makes people change shots. Great work on the glass. Tyrrell Harrison gets the 2. Ran the floor really well, Harrison. Gonna get a blocking foul. That'll be the 4th team foul for New Zealand. We've got a 1-point game, 101 in the first quarter remaining. Harrison will step out. Smith-Milner will check in for the Tall Blacks. Davo Hickley. Glover upstairs for the throwdown. Straight off the coaching board. Straight to the throwdown. Extra pass to the corner. Nice pass. Shovels it inside. Meninga swarming around him. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Plenty of time on the possession. Keanu Pinder has just had, has 11 points. He has 1 assist on his 7 minutes. He's just come to play at the offensive end. Glover. Pinder feeling it, and doesn't get the 3 to drop in transition, but why not take it when it's going your way? 3-second differential between possession and game clock. Taylor Britt has the basketball. Extended minutes for Britt with Cameron's foul trouble. Davison goes inside, forces it up, and will get to the free throw line, Carlin Davidson. Does give Australia the opportunity with pretty much 10 seconds to get the last shot of the quarter. Well, Keanu Pinder quiet in some ways on game day 1 for the reverse of this fixture in Hobart. Still managed his 7 points, 5 rebounds. But already with 11, needs to get on the glass, become a factor there too. And New Zealand, through, again, effort, Smith-Milner went to work on the glass, will keep possession of the basketball, and 7 seconds to get the last shot of what's been, well, we've picked up where we left off on game day 1, 23-21. Pinder's point is that as he was coming down, Smith-Milner carried on walking underneath him. See his argument, but just a contest on the glass. Davison goes to the backside, doesn't get it. Britt underneath, has to take the tough one, doesn't get it to go. Australia will go with a 3-quarter heave that doesn't go close. But what is close is the game. At the end of the first quarter, Australia have a 23-21 advantage over New Zealand. Australia just shooting the ball so well. 70% from 2, 40% from 3. New Zealand's numbers not bad at all. No trips to the free throw line for Australia. Was an issue that they had on game day 1. Let's have a look at the best plays of the first quarter. And Hickley And more importantly, Keanu Pinder came to play in that first quarter. Numbers down the floor for Australia, ended up in the huge throwdown. There was a an issue with Australia on game day one. Was there over-reliance on that perimeter game? Their defense is always as aggressive. They got turnovers in this first half here, and now with Pinder in the game, they really have that real ability to attack the ring. Let's take a listen to the coaches ahead of the second quarter. There's the courtside 1891 app. Download the app for live streams, extended highlights, live scores, everything there is to know about FIBA International Basketball. Get it from your normal source and enjoy. So Australia only have Glover from the initial starting five not in the game at the start of this second quarter. Delaney, Britt, Murray, King, and Smith-Milner in the game for the Tall Blacks. Pickley. Pinder goes inside. Smith-Milner gets round, has chance on the break, have numbers. Great finish. Take away the chance to block. Use the ring to protect it as Murray gets the two. Got a whistle down the other end. Smith-Milner does what he has to do. Plays strong. But Pinder took a little tumble onto the elbow, which is going to hurt. Just a little shaken as opposed to, I think, hurt. Pickley will inbound. Three is no good. Great work on the glass. Dash Daniels checking in and getting back-to-back offensive rebounds. Daniels. Galloway moves it on, gets it back. Great ball movement. Pinder can't complete again. Australia all over the glass. Daniels with 3 offensive rebounds, still can't get it to go. And New Zealand dodged the bullet. Smith-Milner for the 3 is no good. And the mess was cleared up. Murray's going to be charged with the personal. Daniels thinks about the 3, turns it down, reverses it. Pinder shakes, gets into the lane, falls over, doesn't get it to go. Milner again is a presence. New Zealand in transition. Smith-Milner, super trowel. Big man, just outworks his opponent, gets down the floor to give another lead change. Wow. Instant impact by Galloway again. One of the stories of game day 1. King steps to the three-point line, off balance, doesn't get it to drop. We're locked at 25. Hickley drops the three. Well, if there was a criticism of him on game day one, he perhaps didn't shoot the ball enough. Knocks down the three to give Australia back the advantage. They lead this 28-25. New Zealand take the timeout. Let's take a listen.
Stays on this side.
So Keanu Pinder leads all scorers with 11 points, 2 rebounds on top of that, plus an assist in his 10 minutes of play. He's just a live wire. His impact at the defensive end sometimes does not show up on the stat sheet. That's a worrying stat that you've got right in front of you there. New Zealand already in the penalty. I don't think that's correct, actually, but we'll check it for you. I think they only have 6 in total on the game, so their ability to have 4 after having 4 in the first quarter is a little limited. We'll check it. Not what you want to see coming out of the timeout. In fact, there you go. Only had 2. Dafoe with the turnover. Dabo Hickley gets it into the half court, gets it back. Will take the ball screen, hard show. Well, they leave Kay right open in the corner, can't get it to go. Nick Kay, it's a dangerous decision. Not a dangerous decision for Delaney to get the 2. Hickley drops it. Why wouldn't Pinder finish it? Super timing on the release by Hickley. Just waited for Pinder to get the step. Cameron back in, off the get blocked. Now that stat will show up. He is a one-man crew on the ring protection front. Galloway moves it on. Pinder handles, gets to the lane, has it knocked away, but illegally. That'll be the 3rd team foul for New Zealand. The difference, basically, the difference in how this game is being played compared to game day 1 is Keanu Pinder. The physicality and the intimidation, the aggressiveness at the other end of the floor has generated a lot of Australian offense, a lot of Australian defensive productivity. What I've said on the side, Pinder says he was going up. He's going to get a blow. Hunter checks in. Got to be active, Hunter. Come up 2 screens. Glover has it, moves it on. Hickley to the inside. Hunter goes up. That's how to come into the game. In rhythm. Beautiful left-hand hook. Increases the lead to 5. Finley drops inside. Finley with a ball fake. Great work by Australia to challenge the shot. Every time it goes inside, it's a pack. Real pack mentality on the defensive end. Everyone contests. .14 on a reset. Officials just sorting out the clock. 6 minutes of the first half remaining, 5-point game. Lead away, 2 is good. And that'll settle Cameron down. Went looking for it. Go away, straight at you. Jalen Galloway. Wow, the Galloway-Pinder combination. Absolute difference maker for Australia. Galloway was good game day one. Cameron goes inside. Again, the rotation defensively was absolutely perfect. Hunter, super pass. And they blow the 2, but Kay stays with the play, and that's how to run the break. Absolute perfection for Australia. Turning their defense into offense. They lead by 7, and at the moment, they're half a step quicker. There's the first 2. Jalen Galloway just went, and then this happens. Great sharing of the ball. But you can only share it if people run the floor. And when Nick Kay runs the floor, you've all got to run the floor. We're in the New Zealand timeout.
We score, man. Early pickups here, slow the ball down. No pressure on the ball right here. It's an easy look down the floor, okay? Got to get our jams going here. All right, they're turning the corner. You're in the drops coverage right here, okay? Look at the guard. The guard's going to be looking to be aggressive. He's been aggressive here. You've got to come up with the rebounds, fellas. They're still flying in. We're watching the ball right here. Can't be taking timeouts to talk about our boards. Here we go. You're in Spain. Flow, Spain. All right, so back up mode. Whoop it back. All right, here comes Tyrell. Boom. Set that screen, Tyrell on the rim. Let's go, let's go. Over there, over there. Hey, let's go the other way. Go the other way.
Well, it feels as though Australia have been dominant on the offensive boards. The offensive boards are 7-6 at the moment. 10-8 on the defensive end, so 17-14. At the moment, the difference is purely field goal percentage from the 2-point range. And that's all about the contest. That's all about the challenge around the ring, which Australia have just been exceptional at. Finlay is the release man. Cameron has it. One of the great stories for New Zealand on game day one. Flynn Cameron. Delaney. Australian defense just taking them right out of what they wanted to run. Super finish by Harrison though. One-on-one inside. They left him alone. Finished the play. Hickley will take the ball screen. That's a hard show, and Harrison showed hard. Davo Hickley has dispensed with the protective goggles. See, there you go. The second step was late. Got to get up early, get above the line of the ball handler. Glass is back on now, so it's intriguing. We'll have to check this out. Super hands by Delaney on the steal. Chance for New Zealand to eat into this 5-point lead. Laffold gets it to the lane. In the lane is blocked. Great follow, Harrison. A factor. A factor. Off the bench, getting active. Gets the 2. Hickley is short. Mess cleared up. Much better job boxing out by the Tall Blacks. Affo goes down to Delaney. No one was expecting that, let alone Delaney. Affo's hit the floor. We're going to go a little bit of footwork here. Not sure whose feet we're going to... I think everyone had a piece of it. Bodies all over the place.
Women's substitutions, back in the game, team FIBA.
See the pass, there's no reactions, there's no space. Then everybody's on the floor, and I think they're going to call the footwork on Delaney. Just that little bit of composure needed by New Zealand right then. Like the way that Jordan Hunter has had an impact on the game coming in for Pinder. Really has had to be active, had to be aggressive. So Australia will handle it on the sideline. Jack White will inbound. Isaiah Lafros sits down. Benair will advance the basketball for Australia, looks to hand it off. White has it, gets it back to air, gets the high screen. They show hard, they have to recover hard. Open in the corner, they give that up. White to the ring, can't get it to go. Late whistle on the play, but a late right one is better than no one at all. I don't think that Harrison was exactly straight up. The arms were down a little, although it looks very straight there on the replay. Call came from the far side of the floor, so in fact the foul's called on King, so there was a push on the glass that the official saw. This is why they're officials and we're not, because he was looking in the right place. Australia with the 37-33 lead with this one to come. Well, 1 for 2. Well, it's a 5,000-seater capacity here in Wellington. It feels like it's full. Cameron turns the corner, attacks the drive lane, and mishandles. And again, the Australian defense does a super job at really rotating to help. The ball, there's the penetration. You're just going to begin to see a lot of yellow shirts coming into the picture. Cameron believes it should be his, but it looks like it came off his hand second. New Zealand up the floor, 4-point game, 3:30 remain in the half. Benair feeling a little pressure. White gets his feet set. Air is off for the three. Super work on the glass by White. Yes, can't get the three to go. Delaney will hand it off. Murray. Cameron, late clock, moves it on. Murray plays off the catch, goes in strong, is blocked again, and Pinder's back in the game. You're gonna have to put this up. Cameron just about gets it away, hits nothing, and that'll be a violation. And as soon as, absolutely as soon as Keanu Pinder gets back in the game, ring protection. It's like having just that insurance policy on the inside. Ask the offense to attack you, but in the full knowledge that every shot is going to get challenged around the ring when Pinder is in the game. What an asset for Akita in Japan. Hickley down the lane for two, doesn't get it to go. Pinder's on the glass, can't drop it. And Britt advances it. Love the transition both ways. Taylor Britt puts it on the floor, gets to the baseline, needs a pass, drops to the baseline, corner three is no good. Offensive rebound hauled in, turned over, never got Glover to commit. Knocks away, comes off. Glover at the defensive end just played the pass. Just read it, played the pass perfectly. Timeout Australia with 2:07 remaining. We don't get to see the steal, but it was just great execution. Here's Glover going with the left hand. Ball's knocked out by King. He's going to say it came off his thigh, but I think both officials had it the same way, and both officials were right. Let's take a listen.
That's great. All right, keep coming downhill like that. Hey, on this end out of bounds right now. So we just did move up. All right, but you're going to fake the screen right now. All right, so you'll come in, and then you're just going to fly. All right, fly on this one, KP. You're on a quick rim right now. All right, you're on a real quick rim. So just hold your cut for the moment. All right. If we need you on the next part, all right, bang out of here. We need you to make that reversal and keep playing the next side, right? But we're looking for a one here, or we're looking for one here. All right, then play out of that. Hey, we got 0 fouls right now, so take one if you need to. All right, kick in the line. Here we go.
Noah Harrison, there's that comparison. 8 points game day 1, 6 points already, just approaching half time. Australia on the end line, lead by 4 with the end line possession. Officials just checking. Glover will come off the screen, gets his feet set, moves it on. Quickly. Take the ball screen. Needs a pass, drops it inside. That's a great pass, great hands, but can't finish. Taylor Britt will lead the break. Spins, baseline again, needs the pass. Super, oh, great hands, Pinder. Absolutely the man of the quarter. Glover is way off for 3. Again, up and down, tempo high, inside touch. Delaney is fouled, sorry, Meninga is fouled as he tried to go baseline. Nick Kay didn't like the numbers, took the foul. As Coach Vickerman pointed out, that's their first team foul of this second quarter. There's no help, defense isn't set. Kay takes 1 for the team. Murray goes underneath, they miss him. King is short for the 3. That's a rebound. Murray rebounding way outside his own space. Smith-Milner for 3 is short. Another offensive rebound, and the putback is good. Flynn Cameron gets the 2. Second chance points of 11. Kay can't get it, but Pinder off the glass, can't get it. He's just a live wire. Just relentless in his work rate this evening here in Wellington. He's going to sit. And well should Coach Vickerman give him a lot of love. Well, it's another Oceania classic. 2-point margin. New Zealand with a chance to tie or lead it on this possession. King, opportunity off the glass for 2. Oh, what a follow. Rattle that ring. Meninga with the 2. And we've got a new ball game with 42 seconds of the first half remaining. Hickley moves it on. Glover gets to the lane, goes with the right hand. Great follow. Work early, get on the glass. There's around a 3-second differential between possession and game clock. Lafau will hold it. Got a whistle away from the basketball. Smith-Milner must have, has some blood, so. There's King going full court. He's going to break the defense down. And just watch the effort. Sam Meninga. A little bit of hang time, great job. He just about saved it, super pass, inside, outside for the three, is no good, they're gonna wipe it off. So the issue with the blood substitution, obviously, they lost the rhythm in the half court, had to go on the sideline. And the pass just overthrown, couldn't get it. With 2.1 seconds to go, Australia will try to manufacture the last shot of what's been a great first half. Oh, Hickley pulls up, gets nothing, and that'll do it for the first half. Two-point game at the half. Australia on the road here in Wellington, lead it 39-37. Too close to call is the statement right now. I can't tell you which way this is going to go. The only way to find out is to come back for the second half, because there's been multiple runs, multiple swings of momentum. The one consistency is that guy. Pinder has been absolutely phenomenal. New Zealand 3 for 12 from the three-point line is a big, big problem for them. 4 for 17 for Australia, the three-point numbers. If either of these teams gets that right, that could be decisive. Rebounds favor New Zealand, but when you've missed as many shots as they have, you'll have the opportunity to get there. Pinder has been exceptional. The Pinder-Galloway combination for Australia is absolutely, could be game-defining. Let's take a look at the best plays of the second quarter. New Zealand came out, got hands in passing lanes, and Smith-Milner was a factor, comes up with steals, finishes on the break, and the big man brought some real energy to the Tall Blacks. But the one consistent element throughout this whole first half is just the output of Keanu Pinder. Has 13 points, 3 rebounds on his 14.5 minutes of play. And that one block will show up, but the number of times he has changed shots have been exceptional. That could be a significant 2 for Flynn Cameron. Only played 7.5 minutes, picks up some foul trouble early. But really, as this game progresses, he will be a factor. So it's one of those toe-to-toe battles. New Zealand came out aggressive at the beginning of the game, and Australia responded, and now 2-point game at the half. This one's set up nicely. Join us again shortly to see who gets this battle won. We'll take a break. We'll see you soon for the second half.
We're in for a showdown here tonight. Let's get this body started. Oh my goodness sakes, that's a throwdown. Goes in for the dunk. Good night. Too big, too strong, and just too good.
Bogdanovich, who goes in and scores. Ah!
This is what it's all about.
It's all one big basketball family, folks.
over the limit. You have got to be kidding me!
Here he goes again. Oh, no look pass. Straight into the hands of Ramos. And Philippines starting to show their quality, starting to impose their class on the game.
Here's Ha, take it down low and goes up for the two-handed jam. Casey Tominaga's got Watanabe. There's the alley-oop and Ayasu Minasai. Watanabe Airlines, baby. What a dime. Well, you knew it was coming. Gilbeck. Oh, my goodness. Gilbeck down the middle. What a play. Well, big man just received the rock. And in the end, the Formosa's Dreamers just went in with a two-handed rib rocker. Here's Lee, and oh, great hustle down the court, and the block by China. A bit of a misread. That was really Beyond's fault. Oh, great recovery and the block by Lee Won-Sok. It's a Chang, goes baseline, reverse layup, counted. Taoyuan Pai and Pilots have one. What a move, incredible.
Baseline pass. Oh, what a block by Galloway. Bodies everywhere.
Over 3 minutes. Oh, what a behind the back play. Kawamata. Oh, baby. Oh, Majide. The magic by Togashi. Finding Koya Kawamata. Incredible. Well, Nanji Deska. Nagasaki Velka gets the M1. Well, sublime primetime dive. And arigato Tomodachi. Japan can have one final shot. There it is. It's up. Oh, Sugoi. Oh, Majide Baba Boom. Are you kidding me? Well, doesn't that give you memories of 2019? Japan has done this before. That is very similar to Rusei Shinoyama against Qatar in 2019 in the World Cup qualifiers.
How many times are we going to see this?
Baseline, are you kidding me?
Papa Nicolau says, give it to me.
Go attacks to close out. Beat Bruno inside.
Fills it up. It's all right.
Well, welcome back to Wellington. We're still at half-time, and we're going to get a chance to look at the top scorers and the man of the game in all sorts of categories, including leading points. Here's Keanu Pinda. Statement plays right from minute one. Inside, outside, strokes the perimeter, jump shot really well. And he had a solid game day one. Fourth quarter, he was huge on the glass and on the ring protection, but today, every aspect of the game, it's been a handful. And I just don't think you can say enough good things about what he does at the defensive end as well. Just tremendous with his ring protection, but the way he has slashed to the basket, the way he has committed the defense has been exceptional. 14.5 minutes in that first half for Pinder. Going the other way. Liafo. Only has the 6 points because they have literally shared the points across the whole roster. Everybody that's hit the floor has scored except for Taylor Britt, remarkably, who averages 15 points a game for this national team. But Liafo has been exceptional. Shot the 3-ball, 2 assists as well. His defensive effort, like everybody in a black shirt, has been exceptional. Zaya Liafo has sparked this team largely, I think, with his defensive effort, and then has really run the floor hard, shot the ball well, and we are set up perfectly for another great game between these two basketball nations. Galloway limping against, there was that question mark during that second half where he looked like he'd hurt the calf. Hasn't shown any signs of it in the first half. Well, both these countries will expect to qualify for the second round, but with the results carrying forward, it's important for New Zealand in particular they get the win today. Gano Pinder. Last game that had 7 points, 2 for 5. He's only taken 13 field goal attempts. Shooting at 46%, has 3 rebounds. As I continually say, a lot of the stats that he really misses out on is where he challenges shots. He might not get the block, but it really does impact upon the field goal percentage of the opponent. On the other side of the ball, Liafo has 6 points and 2 assists. Meninga with 5 rebounds. One of those was that crushing offensive putback. Meninga's having a really good series of games. Flynn Cameron in shot, number 11. Limited minutes in the first half because of that foul trouble. Picked up 2 quick ones, only played 7.5 minutes. 4 points, 2 rebounds and an assist will always make a contribution. But the beauty of this tall black lineup, it's the sum of the parts is greater. The whole sum of the parts greater than the individual elements. They really do work for each other so well. And we touched on it a little in the first half. They missed Taylor Britt in the 4th quarter on game day 1. And how important was that? That experience down the end of the game, that could have made the difference between that narrow, you could say heroic loss, and a potential win. Well, the TSB Bank Arena here in Wellington has a 5,500 capacity. It looks pretty full. We'll get the official figures at some point during the second half, but there's an atmosphere in here. Early evening game, 7:30 tip local time. The great and the good of New Zealand basketball. Enjoying this one. They'll enjoy it even more if the Tall Blacks can get over the line. Well, Coach Vickerman before this game, he would have looked to take the positives out of winning, obviously game day 1, but he would want to see more physicality from his team. Well, he's certainly seen an element of that. defensively, they've been better because they have really not given up as many free throws that they gave up game day one.
Make sure we get a great defensive set, crowd, close out, box out. Let's see that in our first set, all right? I want to go a wedge right now. Glove, let's have you catch this one. Davo, all right? Nick K, I want you to get deep under this one, all right? I really want Nick to really slide hard. KP already kind of lifted to the elbow right now, all right? Have we got him for layup right now? All right, if not, Davo, we're coming back to you. Nick K, just go to the...
Making way to this pin down. We got elbow catch. Earn their catch right here. Now, go earlier, Mo. Go earlier. Don't wait for him to get here, then set him up. As he's coming, you go. And then, now, bang, earlier. If that's not on, have a look at their bounce pass. If that's not on, kick out. Finn's here. All right? If we go to Finn, right here, you're going to drop down. Finn's going to connect back to the one. Finn, get to that elbow. All right? Get to that elbow from there. Okay? Hey, fellas, we talked about those 24 possessions, huh? Can we take care of those? Yeah, you do that. We got this. All right? Let's go. Come on.
Well, you saw the World Cup app as we were listening to Coach Judd Flavel. That QR code will come up during the second half if you want any information about these World Cup qualifiers in whatever region you're interested in. Download the app from your normal source. New Zealand will start with the possession in this third quarter, down 2. Glover, Hickey, Galloway, Kay and Pinder, the same starting lineup for Australia on the floor, as is Riafo, Delaney, Britt, King and Wetzel. We're still waiting, I think, for Yanni Wetzel to really become a factor. Such a talented player. Delaney in the lane for 2, gets the drop. Nice sharp for New Zealand out of the halftime break. Davo Hickley has it knocked around from the back, but Australia recover it. New Zealand with intent at the start of this second half. Glover, hard show, finds himself on the halfway line. Pinder is going to have to put this up, just about gets it away, doesn't get the drop, and Delaney outside his own space gets the rebound. Riafo moves it on. New Zealand do a nice job at hitting the second side. Nice pass and the foul. And there is a tempo about New Zealand at the start of this second half, forcing Australia deep on the shot clock, and then themselves being really sharp going the other way. Well, the matchups are the right way round if you're a New Zealand fan. Delaney guarded by Nick Kay. Drew the contact, will go to the free throw line. Not that Nick Kay is not a great defender, it's just that he won't have the same challenge on the shot. Delaney's is just solid from the free throw line, over 80% for Delaney. Well, the Australians will know that. Major part of the Melbourne United team, and that's what most commentators do to free throw shooters as he comes up short. But New Zealand started well here, have the lead, another lead change. Pinder. Oh, they share it. Great rotation, great effort. They go with a tough one off the glass. And New Zealand are just a step sharper than Australia at the start of this third quarter. King drops it inside. Wetzel is blocked. Harsh really gave him no options to stop. Glover, who just exploded game day one in the start of the third quarter. Pinder again, New Zealand get him deep on the clock. Pinder forces off the glass, super finish. But again, New Zealand force them late onto the clock. Britt down the lane, attacks it. Off the one step, can't get the layup to drop, but he's still pointless. Glover moves it on. Davo Hickley. Pinder pulls the trigger, doesn't go. Liafo hits the second side. King has a look, goes back out top. 10 on the possession. Liafo to the corner. King, feet set for three, is off. And that'll be an Australian basketball. Wetzel was on the glass, just couldn't haul it in. Taylor Britt just needs to see one go through the ring, get some rhythm and confidence as this second half progresses. Galloway moves it on. Davo Hickley. That's a pass, broken up. Well, Kay gets away with some contact. Cameron tried to buy the charge, I think. And quite rightly, the official way it doesn't give that any attention. Afo off the back of the head of Nick Kay. Glover, Pinder, and they get it in the hands of Hickley. Pinder down the lane, watch out, super drive. Just blew past the defense. Opens it out to a 5-point lead, and Australia have really responded well to New Zealand's start. He's gone. Left Wetzel as though he was in mud. Just gave him the middle, super finish. Cameron wraps it. Lafo, feet set for three, is off. Great rebound. Wetzel can't get it back, and he is fouled. He's just got to stay with it. But it's all about Pinder. You're trying to get the ball away quickly before he gets a chance to set, to try and challenge. Still no reason Wetzel shouldn't have made the two. Does a great job getting position early. Wetzel on the free throw line as he draws the contact. Makes the first.
One move, Olion, one. Josh, one.
Two for two from the line. Yanni Wetzel. Also in Japan. Kay brings it up. Pinder again attacks it, leaves the corner open for game. Hickley attacks it. The three is good. Galloway with his feet set. They were patient, waited for the wide open one, and got the wide open one. Cameron needs a pass, finds one. Delaney hands it off, gets it back, feet set, time and space, just nails it. Both teams, execution out of the top drawer. Davo Hickley hits the second side through Kay. Galloway draws the mismatch, attacks the advantage. And one. King gets the and one. Wetzel staying with it. Gotta love the way he's playing through some adversity right now. Chance to make this a 2-point game from the free throw line. Pinder looked like he got away with one. He'll sit down. Can't believe if Australia were going to win this game, that Keanu Pinder is not going to be around 30 minutes on the game.
Ready, one.
Harrison in the game for the Tall Blacks. King on the free throw line. Completes the three-point play. And he's going to check out. Team Murray checks in. 2-point game. Halfway through the third quarter. Just love these local clashes, the emotions in it, everything's in it. The quality's way up there. Air takes the ball screen, looks to create for himself, goes deep, needs a pass now. They take the tough three. Oh, off the window. Jack White. Check the bank, see if it was open. Late opening Monday night in Wellington, obviously. Kisses it off the window, gets the two. The official just tells both guys to get up off the floor, and let's go again. Flynn Cameron with the basketball. Is this second half going to be Cameron's time? Turns down the screen, looks to attack it. Great second step for two. They struggled to contain him, especially without Pinder in the game. That's going to be offensive. I think I was close enough to call that one from where I am. Near the sideline, never actually got his feet set. Carlin Davidson looks like he's checking in as well. Davidson's got to be a factor for us, for New Zealand, in terms of his athleticism. Still only 22, Davidson. Get a replay of that moving screen. There you go, shoulder in it as well. Meninga has been probably the man of the series of games so far. Cameron again gets inside, needs a pass. Murray finds Cameron. 7 on the possession, has it knocked away. And it'll stay. I think it's going to come off Cameron's foot. I think the officials will talk this over and they'll change the decision because it came off Cameron's foot. That's a great defensive effort. Ducasse, when you come off the bench, just make an impact. Cameron, frustration as opposed to anything else. Single possession game, 4:15 remain in the third. Air will back out and take the sideline pick. White gets to the middle, has it knocked away, stays with the play. Corner three. Air can't get it to go. Harrison hunts it down. Flynn Cameron will take that drag screen and kick. Meninga down the lane. Strong second step for two. Just has so much momentum on his performance right now. Air gets to the foul line, kicks. The three from the corner is no good. Cameron does a hell of a job keeping it alive. Davison in transition. Cameron attacks the main. In the hole. Decides to kick. Davidson, he kicks. Meninga, feet set from the three-point line is good. And New Zealand generate another lead change. Timeout Australia, 55-53. Vickerman taking no chances with this momentum swing. It's all around that guy. Sam Meninga getting it done. Back-to-back games against Australia. Now has double-digit points, has 10 and 5. And has come to play only on 9 minutes of basketball. Let's take a listen to Coach Vickerman in the timeout.
Hey, let's go back to thumbs right here. All right, same. Hitting that, bang, flying to this area right now. Pep, flying to this area, out. Davo, real quick decision coming downhill. You got Whitey activated in the corner if you need him. Attack. You got that on the rim. You got pull behinds right now. All right. Hey, they made a couple of tough shots. All right, make sure Flynn Cameron, let him get on his left a little bit too much right here. Put him in coverage, force him back to stuff. All right, got to take that first bump with him coming downhill. Here we go.
Come on, Goldie, come on.
Well, what Meninga does particularly well is that second step. He gets balanced and controlled. Good movement away from the ball as well by New Zealand to give the person on the penetration an option to pass.
Meninga 11, Flynn Cameron 0, Harlan Davison 24, Tyler Harrison, and Smith Murray.
Well, +5 on the plus or minus, 10 and 5 on the stat line. New Zealand show a little bit of token pressure up the floor. Davo Hickley. Got a great engine, can run forever. Okay, penetrates to the floater in the lane, he's blocked. Great work by White, he comes up with it. Hickley will save it, 5 on the possession. He's gonna have to put this up. His short defensive rebound pulled in as Tyrell Harrison comes down with a rebound. Meninga doesn't like the numbers. Harrison barrels inside, has it ripped away by Pinder. Too much traffic, no space to attack. Hickley keeps pushing, goes off the glass, he's blocked, and Harrison goes back the other way. Cameron thinks about recycling it, does. Meninga down the lane, oh! Exclamation mark for Meninga. 5,000 people on their feet, and New Zealand lead it by 4. Pinder to the ring for 2 is good. Tough, so tough. Cameron handles, will come off the screen, goes inside, has it knocked away by guess who? Pinder gets a piece of it. And 1. Meninga has exploded for 9 points in this quarter. Just forces through the contact with Pinder. And Pinder says, what do I have to do to stop this guy right now? Chance to make this a 5-point game. Pinder picks up his 3rd foul. Meninga, 10-point quarter, has just taken over the stat line. Hickley will advance it for Australia. Has it taken away. Davison, they've already taken 1 timeout. They're not going to wait, take the second one. Great recovery. Pepper stayed in it. Davison comes up with a steal the other way. They need to get the hands with Cameron. Misses the 3. Harrison's after it. Everybody's on the floor. New Zealand come down with it. And Cameron's got to take some time here. And the officials are going to ask about the 14-second reset. I think they were right. It got set to a 14-second. Unless they were concerned about the wetness on the floor being dangerous. That is a statement. Have another look. Lean away, Murray for 2. Well, Bickerman took the timeout, and from that timeout, New Zealand have just pushed. They'll rotate to see if that can settle the thing down as Glover comes back. A 25-16 quarter for the Tall Blacks. Davo Hickley. Need all his experience right now. Glover will advance it. Big turnover. Who's coming up with that? Somehow Australia get it back. Pinder is blocked. Harrison gives him a little bit back. Oh, it's messy. Messy now. And Hickley does exactly the right thing. Takes a little bit of time out of it. And will New Zealand rue that rush of blood? Generated turnovers, turned it straight back over. Could have finished the quarter 9 or 10 up. Cameron's going to check out for the last 12.6. Zai Lafro checks in, so does Smith-Milner. Tyrell Harrison, nice minutes by Harrison. Lots of changes for 12 seconds. Pinder hands it off. Hickley, plenty of time to get a shot they want. They go inside for the easy 2, and why wouldn't K be the target? New Zealand push, chance to finish the quarter on a high, short. And Manenga disappointed he missed it, but he won't be disappointed with the outcome of the quarter. New Zealand win the quarter 25-18 and lead 62-57 at the end of 3. Stats-wise, neither team shooting the ball well from 3, way under 30%, but who cares that they're doing a great job in other parts of the game. Neither team doing a great job looking after the ball. 19 turnovers for New Zealand, 12 for Australia. That's way above where New Zealand want to be. Every other stat, really consistent. Pinder, I just love the way Pinder's taken this game by the scruff of the neck. Keanu Pinder has 19 points and 3 rebounds, but has the 3 fouls though. And the outcome of this game could be very influenced by, does Pinder stay in the game with his 3 fouls? White checked the bank opening times and got the right response with that 3. But this is the man. In that third quarter, Manenga went 10 points, picked up another 2 rebounds, and was everywhere. Still only on 12 minutes of play, and that, more than anything else, had 5,000 people on their feet. And Jack White's in the wrong picture on that one as Manenga threw it down hard. He stays in the game. Smith-Milner joins him. There's the courtside 1891 QR code. You want to watch the highlights of this game and any game, as well as the live action and as well as all the results, check out that app from your normal source. You'll see that QR code a couple more times during this fourth quarter. They're going to milk as much time as they can, Australia, out or from Keanu Pinder. With the 3 fouls, I'm 100% with Coach Vickerman. They need him on the floor for as many minutes as possible. Hickley moves it on. Glover. Is this Glover time? It was in Hobart. Comes off the screen. Tough 3 from the corner. Doesn't get it to drop. Manenga can't corral it in. The referees are going to talk to each other, and it goes to New Zealand. No one's immediately asking for a review. Taylor Britt gets New Zealand into the half court. Smith-Milner moves it on. Britt looks to turn the corner, gets inside, kicks it. King, what a rebound. Manenga goes back up, is blocked. It will stay with New Zealand, and Pinder again. Manenga just gets to the weak side, gets the rebound. And yeah, Hickley's all over his arm, but Pinder was clean on the block. Oh, great decision by Murray on one. Tate Murray with the super decision. Chance to make this an 8-point game. Everyone looks at everybody else. Murray just looks at the ring. And Pinder picks up his fourth foul. It's arguably one of the biggest plays of the game to get Pinder onto 4. Chance to make this an 8-point game. 19 offensive rebounds, 22 second chance points, and Murray can't complete the 3-point play. Australia really being tested. Hickley will turn it over. Everybody got in everyone else's way. Taylor Britt will advance the basketball, guarded by Davo Hickley. Oh, little handle. Whistle on the play. Taylor Britt just showed us some handle. Menenga picks up a little bit of a loose ball, gets fouled, will go to the free throw line. Or did they call it on Taylor Britt on the penetration? Hickley is beside himself. I think they called it on Hickley. I mean, I think he's got a case really. Menenga. That's back-to-back misses from the free throw line for New Zealand. Menenga stops that bleeding and opens it out to an 8-point game. New Zealand extend it. Down the lane, blocked, and the mess cleared up by Smith-Milner. Taylor Britt. Inside, Smith-Milner for 2. It's all about the Tall Blacks. Australia have to take the timeout. It's a double-digit lead. 67-57, timeout Australia. And the last 2 possessions, the Australian offensive possession and the way that New Zealand went the other way, really calls for concern for Australia. They took a shot that New Zealand wanted them to take, and down the other end, New Zealand just didn't stop. The bench points again for New Zealand. Game day 1, it was Menenga and Cameron. Menenga again with 16 points off the bench. Cameron with 6. Murray also chipping in with 6, so the absolute roster for the Tall Blacks getting it done. Smith-Milner with his 4th point of the game. Productivity on his 7 minutes. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. .37 points in the first half, already have 30 and only 6 turnovers, which is the real concern that they had in that first half. 13 turnovers, 19 in total, but as I say, 13 in that first half. Well, there you go. There's the 10-point explosion by Sam Menenga. 10-point advantage. Australia have to come down the floor and get a shot they want. Hickley. Gets it back. 10 on the possession. Kay with a short roll. Inside, outside. White for the 3 is off. That is how to go after the glass. That's a great job. Super work on the offensive boards. Nick Kay, again, crucial on game day one. It's all the plays like this. It's not going for your team, outwork your opponent, get on the glass. Nick Kay getting it done again. Will peel himself off the floor, get to the free throw line. Only 4 offensive rebounds for Australia in the second half after getting 11 in the first period, or the first half. Kay makes the first. Kay way over 80% on his career from the line, and that's why. Britt will advance the basketball. Menenga with the ball screen. Murray again down the lane with a little jump hook. Can't get it to drop. Decision to attack. Got to finish the play. White gets it off. In the lane for 2 is good. And the 33-year-old veteran playing in the prime. Back-to-back hoops, closes it to 6. Ball knocked away. Smith-Milner, another stop for Australia. A 6 or 7-0 run if they score on this possession. Oh, super decision by Jalen Galloway. They left him open. And that is a 7-0 response after the timeout. Sorry, 7-1 response after the timeout. This game never knows when it's done. Jalen Galloway again finds a way to be a thorn in the side of Australia. Got to question the decision to attack on the dribble by Smith-Milner. You do not question Galloway, because he normally has the answer. Goes to 13 personal. Nick Kay has 14 personal. Either end of the spectrum. Galloway at 23, Nick Kay at 33. Have closed it to a 3-point game. The Boomers are never done. Tight, tense, 7:19 remain in the fourth. New Zealand desperately trying to get a win to go 1-1 and join Australia on the same record of this group. Dave Hickey, 5 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. There's not a line he always contributes. And the end of the game is Davo time. And it was on game day 1 anyway. Here's Delaney, gets it off to Britt. New Zealand could do with Taylor Britt finding some points here. Drops it inside. Little jump hook is tough and no good. Australia will retain it. Great defensive series. Hickey gets it back. Davo Hickey takes the ball screen, looks to turn the corner, gets in the lane. Nice pass. Make that a 9-1 run. Taylor Britt. They're just going to gap him until he starts to shoot the basketball. They're going to gap him on the perimeter. Delaney waits for the double team, fills the double team. Open pass, extra one for the corner for 3 is good. King with his feet set. They just give up one going the other way. They dodged the bullet. Delaney. King tries to work the baseline, goes inside. The jump hook is no good. And Harrison doesn't get it to go. Galloway is short with a 3. New Zealand need the right guys getting the right shots. Britt will come off the ball screen. Tries to get a little separation, still not looking to shoot the basketball. King, mid-range jumper, and then a tough one off the dribble. Glover moves it on. Hickley. K, 4-3. Misses the wide open one. It's that moment in the game where the nerves start to take over. Delaney tries to go to work inside. It's the pass to Harrison, has it knocked away. Neither team finish in place. Hickley in the lane. Foul, will go to the free throw line. Davo Hickley gets in the lane. He's still thinking pass, then he has to try and go up. Pinder's back. 4:45. 4-point game. Keanu Pinder rejoins the action. Davo Hickley on the free throw line. Hickley's a 70, just over 70% across his career, makes the first. There are times you can just put those stats away for the last 5 minutes of a tight game. Hickley a chance to make this a 2-point game, which he does. Flynn Cameron checks in, drops it, and passes it out of bounds. They got a lot of joy running that Spain action on game day one. Haven't seen it for a while in the second half, New Zealand. Great job defensively, both ways. There was never really a passing lane. Hickley, chance to lead on this possession. Pinder has it ripped away by Delaney. Cameron to the corner, the extra pass. Leafro for three is no good. Great work on the glass, foul on the play. Yanni Wetzel. Delaney just said, give that to me. And then, again, do your work early. Wetzel may have got away with a push. Third team foul for Australia. New Zealand have it on the end line with a 14-second reset. Flynn Cameron drops it inside. Wetzel for two. Better tempo that time, a little sharper for New Zealand. Hickley. What a great series of games these two have turned out to be. Davo Hickley, 8 on the possession. Pinder attacks it, gets down the middle, gets a little bump, doesn't get the finish. Leafro leads the break for the Tall Blacks. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Delaney wants to foul, but it came off him going out. Let's take a look. All clean. And it came off the thigh. Again, a lot of yellow shirts around the decision to attack the hoop. Galloway relieves the pressure. Hickley trying to manage another come from behind victory for Australia. And that will go to New Zealand. Yanni Wetzel gets in the lane. Let's take a look. There's the deflection. And there's the second hand off of Pinder, who points unconvincingly. I think they, or are they going to review it? Are they going to challenge it? Yep. So Coach Vickerman will challenge the call. Again, just to explain, the referee's not mic'd up, so we'll have to try and help you through the process as long as we get the replays that the referees get. Big call with 3:19 to go. There's the black, and then the yellow, and then a black. I can't. To me, I'm not. It looked a little black to me coming off the hand of Wetzel. That's a better angle because you do see Pinder's hand come through, but it has to be clear and obvious and decisive to make the change. First hands, Wetzel gets across it, but then the ball's going to go out at an angle that is going to make it look like Pinder is going to bring his arm through and knock it out. Wetzel's adamant. It's the last touch by the left arm of Pinder, I think, that Wetzel thinks it is. Wetzel does a better job at selling the decision. That's, yeah, I think the direction of the ball going out makes it look like it was Pinder, but I really wouldn't be surprised either way. The officials have got a better look at it than we have. Whatever they decide is right. Yep. And it stays with New Zealand. So they have the 4-point lead and they get the possession back. New Zealand with 2 team fouls, Australia with 3, both with fouls to give. (72-68). World Cup qualifier action here in Asia. Every single game of these qualifiers counts. This one, just a huge impact on the group. Cameron. Delaney moves it on. Laufer goes back to Delaney. Open for the 3 is off. Pinder saves it. Super job. Australia have a chance to run. Hickley has it. Doesn't like the numbers. Defensive transition solid. Kay for 2. Nick Kay goes to 20 points personal, 6 rebounds. What a game. 2-point game. King gets it to drop. Cameron off the glass, forces his will to get to the ring. Cameron time. Just stays with it, goes through the contact. Second step, just takes all the contact, forces through the contact. Great touch. Completes the 3-point play. Opens it out to a 5-point advantage with 2:30 remaining. Goes to 9 points personal, and he's had his troubles in today's game with the foul trouble early. Still only has the 2. This is going to be an interesting one. They're going to call it as a block. And neither guy needs to get involved in this at this moment. That's a good call by the official, because when Glover took off, Alpha was coming across, and there was no, he took away the space that Glover was going to land. So yeah, that's the call's made. All we have to do is move on. No one did anything untoward after, so it should be Australia's ball on the sideline. Clearly a blocking foul, because when Glover took off to receive the pass, there was space to land. When he landed, there was no space. See, watch this. He takes off now. The AFO arrives after with his getting his feet set. My interpretation is Glover's entitled to land, and the AFO was just half a step late, or a half a step too close. Davo Hickley does the smart thing and gets Glover away. Well, we're looking at it again. Obviously things were said, but hey, this is World Cup qualifier basketball. We're looking at a 5-point game. New Zealand have a chance to win. I'm not sure on what basis the officials are checking this, but then again, without their sound, we will never know until they come and announce the call now. Well, there's a technical foul. They're called a double tech, so they just cancel. They go on the book, but they cancel each other out. What they do, and this is the important thing, is it puts both teams in the penalty. Up until that point, everybody had a foul to give. Now they're in the penalty. Davo Hickley. Gets it into the half court. Galloway moves it on. Deflected. Hickley will take the ball screen with Kay. Kay rolls. Hickley for two. Doesn't go. Kay's all over the glass and will go to the free throw line. And you cannot say enough great things about Nick Kay. Chance to get this into a single possession game. Gets position, works early, powers up through the contact. Nick Kay, the 85% free throw shooter, has had 5 years in Japan, 5 years of feeling the pressure of being the overseas player. Steps up, knocks the first down. Just a super example of how to represent. Two for two from the line. That's 4 for 4 in the last minute or so. 20 points personal. 3-point game. Delaney inside, kicks it. Yafo doesn't get the three to drop. Pinder gets the defensive rebound. Australia have a chance to tie. Oh, it's a great pass. Hickley for two. It's a great cut. The AFO gets the wrong side. Well, they say the foul was before the shot on the catch. Hickley shooting 2, makes the first. 70% free throw shooter. Chance to make this a single point game. 1:46 remaining. Gets the roll. Where does Cameron go? They've been so good when they're sharp and they move off the ball. New Zealand can't go away from that right now. Cameron penetrates, will take the ball screen. Cameron with 7 on the possession, guarded by Pinder, puts up the tough 3, way off. Hickley leads the break for Australia. Numbers on in transition. Hickley looks to turn the corner, goes upstairs. Pinder can't get it. They're going to call that a jump, I believe. Everybody's on the floor. The possession arrow favors New Zealand. Hickley goes upstairs. Pinder is upstairs but can't finish. And then it's more like an all-back Wallaby moment. The important thing coming out of it is that New Zealand will have the basketball with a 24-second set. Have to move the ball. Have to get a shot they want. Cameron moves it on. King going baseline, spins in the lane, reverse layup for 2. Well, it's a single possession game, but it's a 3-point game. Glover has it. Davo Hickley sees a drive lane, has it knocked away, but it'd be recovered by Ben. Why not by Kay? Pinder for 2. Tough finish. Tough finish. New Zealand could have gone 2 for 1, but a shot will give them a 3 or a 4-point advantage. They're going to slow it. Cameron has it. Puts it on the floor. Breaks the defense down. Going up in the lane. Kicks it. King for the 3 is no good. Australia have a chance to win it. Hickley. 10 on the possession. Where does he go? Does Pinder see the ball? Pinder will ball screen here. Hickley mishandles. He's going to have to put the 3 up for the win. Oh, wins it off the glass. Davo Hickley breaks the hearts of New Zealand again. The dagger to the heart in game day 1. Off the window for the win. What a game. What a man at the moment. Davo Hickley mishandled, gets himself together and just strokes the 3 off the window. There's the mishandle. Has a look at the clock, checks it. Off the window. For the win. Davo Hickley. The 4th quarter, Davo Hickley time. Australia with the dramatic 79-77 win. The Boomers get the win over the Tall Blacks. Cliched statement, but no team deserves to lose under those circumstances, but Australia deserved the win. They found a way again to meet the challenge of the Tall Blacks. There's the numbers. It's only 77-79 really matter. It doesn't matter that Australia only shot 28% from the line. They made the last 3 to win the game. That's 2 games that sum up the quality of basketball down here and sum up the quality of that Australian team. No words speak highly enough of Nick Kay. When his team was struggling, he came through from the free throw line. He came through on the glass. Tremendous performance by Nick Kay. Pinder was excellent the whole game. But in the end of the day, Davo Hickley stepped up to knock down the winning three. And Australia go 2-0 and take a huge step on that road to Qatar. You just love this game. It's just worth the admission.
Reminder again, there will be a starting sessions with the player.
26-year-old shooting guard Davo Hickley from the Illawarra Hawks wins it for Australia. There's the best plays of this fourth quarter. And at most moments you thought New Zealand, having built a 10-point lead, had a real opportunity to get the crucial win. But there wasn't a stat line that Nick Kay doesn't appear on. Nick Kay's numbers are just phenomenal. 28 minutes, 50% from the floor, 57% from two-point range. Didn't miss a free throw. 9 rebounds, chipped in with an assist, had 4 steals, had the efficiency rating of 26, the highest efficiency rating on the team, and was just exceptional with a capital E. Get the replay off the glass. Time expires. Australia win. Davo Hickley, the man of the fourth quarter, finds a way to get Australia the win. Well, that's just a super basketball game. A phenomenal achievement, performance. They go to 2-0 in the group. Philippines will play Guam later today. But Australia and New Zealand have just put on 2 great games, but Australia get the result that matters. They go to 2-0. New Zealand 0-2, and will have to really work to get the result they need. Been a great game, been a great time, been a super performance here by Australia and New Zealand. But Australia get the win, and we'll say goodbye for now. Hope you've enjoyed that one. I know I have. We'll see you soon for more action from these World Cup qualifiers. Bye for now.